Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of biology. Okay, today we are going to conclude our study on animal nutrition. Okay, we're looking at the 7 main classes of food. All right, and we've looked at carbohydrates, look at protein, look at vitamins, look at water, look at roughages. All right, today we'll discuss the last one, which is what we'll look at fat and oils also. Today's the last one, which is what mineral or salts. Okay, mineral salts is very important. It's very important. Okay, do not forget that this tutorial is brought to you by the one and only O3 School JAMB CBT practice app. It is for students that want to pass the exam at once. If you want to pass your JAMB exam at once, then the application is for you. All right, all you need to do, go to Play Store, download it. It has all the requirements: past questions, mock challenges, quizzes, question search feature, and a whole lot of others. So please do not sleep on the application. Download it. Activation is not up to the price of rice and chicken in a good restaurant. So please do not deprive yourself of success when you can easily reach out and get it. All right. So please get the app and make sure you are studying. So we're looking at mineral salts today. Okay, we say mineral salts are vital for animals' metabolism. Okay, they are vital for animals' metabolism. Okay, and of course, you know what metabolism is, right? Metabolism describes what all the reactions, okay, that takes place in the conversion of what? Of food and drink to what? To energy. Okay, all the chemical reaction that takes place in converting food to what? To energy is what we call what? Metabolism. Okay, so mineral salts, they play a vital role for what? For animals' metabolism. They are very important. A very common example of mineral salt, of course, will be your iodine salt, okay, or your table salt that you get from the sea. All right, so it's a very common example of mineral salt. It has a lot of benefits. Okay, we don't just use salt because it makes food to be sweet. Okay, because we derive what? Nutrients. We derive what? A lot of things from the table salt. That's why we're also using it. Today we'll take a look at all of those things. So we say mineral salts, they are tiny building blocks. We call them tiny building blocks that our body needs to function properly. We call them tiny building blocks that our body needs to function properly. Okay, we say mineral salts are vital, they are important for animals' metabolism. Okay, so we have a whole lot of minerals here. Do you even know that the quantity of iron in your body is enough to make one full meal? Okay, iron. Do you know that there's iron in your body? Some of you don't know. Okay, that's what iron is also a mineral salt that you need. Okay, in your body. Okay, the quantity of iron in your body is enough to make one full meal. All right, but why do we have iron in our body? Okay, where does it come from? Okay, we're going to look at throw light on all those today. So that is what mineral salt. Okay, that is the 7th class we are discussing. This 7th class we are discussing. Okay, now we have some minerals. We have the functions and their sources, and then we have the deficiency. If you are not taking this mineral salt, what will happen? Okay, these are the deficiencies of all of deficiency disease of lack of taking these minerals which we are discussing today. Number 1 is is calcium. Okay, we say calcium is important for the formation and development of strong bones and teeth. I know that will not be a new thing to anybody watching this video, because you have heard severally, okay, that you say that it's good to eat bones, so I like bone of fish, where I like bone, I like biscuit bone, I like this one. Okay, all those things, they are sources of calcium, and then they help us to build strong bones and teeth. They are vital for our development and growth. Okay, so the sources. Where can we get calcium from? Okay, we can get calcium from like I talked about just now, from bones of fish, bones of meat. Okay, we can also get it from from milk. We can get calcium from calcium from from meat, from cheese. From cheese is CHEESE. From egg also. Okay, we'll talk about bones of fish and meat and the likes. Okay, these are all the sources, okay, of calcium. We can get calcium from from these foods. Okay, from milk, from cheese, from egg, bones of meat, bones of fish. All right, all those are sources of calcium. Okay, and of course, know that that vitamin D. Do you know what vitamin? We talked about vitamin D in the last class. Vitamin D and calcium, they are what? They are teammates. Okay, they work together. Vitamin D, not just vitamin D, they help what to absorb calcium in the body. The vitamin D helps to absorb calcium in the what? In the body. That's why we also talk about the function of what vitamin D. We say it's useful in the development of strong bones and teeth also. Okay, if you go and look at it again, in the last class when we did it. So they are what? They are teammates. It is the vitamin D that helps what? Calcium. Okay, that helps to what? Absorb calcium in what? In the body. And lack of this vitamin D, sorry, the lack of this calcium or deficiency of this calcium is a disease. For children, it causes what? Rickets, what we call rickets, and for adults, it causes what? Osteomalacia. Okay, so for adult osteomalacia, for children, rickets. So you must what? Eat food that are what? Rich in what? In calcium. That is why for young babies, okay, you do not joke with what? With milk. Milk is a very, very, very vital what? Diet for their what? For their growth. Okay, for their growth and for their development. You need them to be strong. You need their bones to be strong. Okay, as they develop, they need what? Milk. Okay, they need what? Sausage. They need eggs. Okay, you feed them with a lot of protein so that they can what? They can grow. That's how we call proteins the body building what? Foods. Okay, or the growing foods. Now, then nextly, we'll talk about what? Iodine. Okay, we'll talk about what? Iodine. We say iodine, is what? Its function is what? Proper functioning of what? Of the thyroid what? Gland. Okay, the thyroid gland. You know what the thyroid gland is? We'll get to that part. All right, we'll get to that part. All right, but thyroid gland is, we call it the hormone center. Okay, the hormone headquarter of the body. Hormone headquarter of the body. Okay, and what are these hormones and what are hormones? Okay, hormones are they are chemicals that play an important role in converting both food and drink to energy in the body. They are very, very important. They play what? An important role in converting food and the food we eat and what we drink, converting it to energy in the body. That is what the function of what? Of hormone, and also helps in what? In mood regulation. Mood. Okay, your mood what? Regulation. It also helps in what? In mood what? Regulation. Okay, so please take note of that. So the thyroid gland is the hormone center of the body, and what? You need what? Iodine. You need to take iodine so that you can what? Make it to function what? Properly. So iodine is very, very important. It's very, very, very important, okay, in the body. So you must take what? Iodine also for what? For proper functioning of the thyroid gland. Okay, and of course, I've seen here the deficiency disease is what? Goiter and what? Cretinism in what? In children. You have seen people that have goiter here, okay, because of lack of what? Iodine. Okay, so that is what mostly what causes it. So please ensure that what? You take note of what? Of that. Okay, so what are the sources of iodine? Where can we get iodine from? Okay, for iodine, we can get iodine from the one what we call iodized salt. Okay, from iodized salt, we can get what? Iodine. We can also get it from what? From fish. We can get it from milk. Okay, we can also get it from drinking water. From drinking water. These are the sources of what? Of iodine. All right. So as much as we are consuming what? Your iodized salt. Okay, that's what we call what? Your table salt. Okay, for example, your table salt. All right, that is what an example of what? Of iodized salt. Okay, you know what a table salt is now? NaCl, your sodium chloride. NaCl. That's your sodium chloride. Okay, your table salt. They are sources of what? Of iodine. All right, please take note of what of that. Now, let's see what fluorine. Okay, so we said that fluorine helps to prevent tooth decay. If you say I'm lying now, I say prove. Just go and get the toothpaste in your house. Okay, you will see that they will add a word that fluorine. Fluorine is a component. Okay, there is some you see it written boldly plus fluorine. Okay, so they are what? They are there to help to prevent or tooth decay. That's why they are used in making toothpaste. So that we use them to brush our teeth. It helps our teeth not to decay. Okay, so fluorine helps to prevent tooth decay and deficiency. Not taking not having any chlorine, anything that has fluorine content in your body because decaying of the tooth. What are the sources? Where can we see fluorine from? Okay, we can get them from what? From toothpaste. We can get them from milk. Okay, we can get them from green vegetables. Okay, all these are what sources of what of fluorine. It is very, very important that what we, in fact, especially vegetables, very, very important. Please take them what a lot, eat them a lot. Don't be scared of eating them. Your pumpkin leaf, your ugu leaf, your the pumpkin is ugu, abi. Then your green vegetable, okay, your oziza, your all the leaves. So eat them. They are very, very good. Okay, they provide your body with a lot of nutrients. Now, that will not take us to what? To sodium, all right? And then we'll say sodium, it helps in the proper functioning of muscles and nerves, okay? Sodium helps in the proper functioning of muscles and nerves, all right? And what are the sources? Where can we get sodium from? For sodium, we can get them from what? From table salt, okay? You can get them from fish, you can get them from beef, you can get them from chicken, you can get them from yam, okay? All these are sources of what? Of sodium for proper functioning of muscles and yam. So as long as you are consuming all of these what foods, okay, are going to what the sodium content in your body will be stable, okay, and to be there, all right. But if you are not able to afford any of these foods, you are not eating them in either in excess or even in small quantities, okay, you are risking the risk of having muscle cramp, okay, muscle cramps. So please ensure you take a lot of foods that are rich in sodium. Then lastly, we'll talk about iron. Like I said before, that the iron content in your body is enough to make one full meal. All right. And taking iron is very, very important. It is very, 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 very important. All right. It helps in the formation of blood. It helps in the formation of blood. And the blood is important for the transporting of oxygen throughout the body. So if you do not have enough blood, then of course, all right, maybe it's possibly because we are eating food that is not rich in iron. Okay, so if the iron content in your body is much, that means your body will produce more blood, and then the blood will be able to circulate oxygen throughout the body. Okay, so we'll talk about hemoglobin and the rest. We have talked about this in the previous class. Okay, so make sure you are following all of our episodes so that you understand all of this concept. Okay, deficiency of iron in the body, you see fatigue, you see lightheadedness, you see in fact heart problem, in fact even complication in childbirth. Okay, all these are deficiencies, are causes that are deficiency diseases that result as a lack of iron content in the body. So you must take foods that are rich in iron. All right, like plantain is is rich in iron. That's unripe one. The other unripe one is rich in in iron very well. So plantain, both the ripe and unripe one, they are rich in iron. So please ensure you take most of those foods. All right, so that is that for that. This is where we are going to drop the curtain as it pertains to animal nutrition, okay, mineral salt. So ensure you download the O3 School JAMB CBT practice app. Ensure you are enjoying yourself. Ensure you are studying, okay. You do not have the luxury of time to be playing. So please make sure you are acing your syllabus. All right. Thank you for watching. My name is Master T, and I'm the Grand Commander of the O3 Schools Army. See you in the next class when we talk about enzymes. See you there.